Hi, I'm Jess. Over 11,000 hospital patients were left waiting on trolleys in January, while University Hospital Waterford is to be commended for having few to no patients waiting on trolleys, a rare sight across the nation. The Irish Nurses and Midwives organisation says the practice of letting people wait on trolleys outside emergency departments needs to end. Ellen Butler has more.
11,289 people were recorded on hospital trolleys since January 1st. That's up 2,500 on the same time last year. University Hospital Limerick continues to be the worst affected by overcrowding, accounting for 10% of the overall figure at 1,180. Cork, Galway, Letterkenny and St Vincent's in Dublin make up the top 5, totalling over 3,000. That's in stark contrast with the bottom 5, Tullamore, Portlaoise, the National Children's Hospital, Connolly Hospital and Waterford, with a combined total of just 213. The INMO says a lack of adequate planning has put unnecessary stress on nurses and patients, describing January's figures as unacceptably high.
A delay in access to therapy services for children with Down syndrome is severely impacting their educational future. To achieve his full potential, access to speech, occupational and physiotherapy is crucial for 11-year-old Noah. Today's meeting of the Oireachtas Disability Committee heard from his mother, Cara Steinmetz. At the age of 6, he was told he would face a 3-year waiting list for services. Now 11, Noah is still waiting. His mother says the struggle is endless.
As his mum, I gave up a successful career to care for Noah and to essentially provide him with the one-to-one services that he needs. I've had to learn how to help his speech and meet his physio and OT needs. This journey, when it comes to access to disability services, is one of constant worry, uncertainty, inadequate support and an endless struggle.
A former Irish international footballer has been arrested for dangerous driving for a second time this month. Anthony Stokes was allegedly involved in a car chase with Gardaí in the Cabinteely area of Dublin in the early hours of this morning. The 34-year-old former Celtic player was taken to Dundrum Garda Station and charged to appear in court next month. Irish Independent reporter Robin Schiller says Mr Stokes was allegedly involved in a similar incident 3 weeks ago.
On January 6th, Gardaí tried to stop a car in the Crumlin area of Dublin. It failed to do so. It drove away at speed and fled through a number of lights before being abandoned near the Chapel Izzard area. Now, 2 men in the car attempted to flee. They were apprehended a short distance away, and again, one of those men was Anthony Stokes. Now, Gardaí also recovered a quantity of cocaine, believed valued at around €4,000 from the car. But Anthony Stokes and this other male have been charged in relation to that incident.
Childminders want to ensure the regulation of the industry will reflect the fact the job is carried out in a home. It comes as Cabinet Ministers have approved plans to change their legal status. From next year, people will be able to avail of the National Childcare Scheme if their childminder is registered. For the latest news updates, visit our website, beat102.103.com.
Beat Sport with Murphy Furniture and Flooring. Great quality and value flooring in their shops in Gorey, Wexford Town, Naas, Carlow and Tala.
First to Gaelic Games, Kilmacud Crokes have 3 days to lodge an appeal after a replay was ordered for the All-Ireland Club Football Final. The CCCC reached the decision following representations by Crokes and Glen last night. The Dublin club had 16 active players on the field for the final play of the match, which they won by 2 points. Crokes can take their case to the Central Appeals Committee and, failing that, the Disputes Resolution Authority. In rugby, John Ryan is in contention for inclusion in Ireland's World Cup squad. Munster have confirmed the prop will return to the province at the start of next season, having agreed a 1-year contract. Ryan has been one of Munster's standout performers this season, having rejoined on a short-term deal from Wasps. The 34-year-old is joining the Chiefs for the Super Rugby season, but will return to Munster after that. Niall and Rory Scannell have signed new 2-year deals with the province, and Edwin Odogbo has signed his first professional terms. In soccer now, Kenny Shields has stepped down as Northern Ireland's women's manager. The former Derry City boss took over in 2019 and led them to a first ever major finals appearance at Euro 2022. However, they failed to qualify for this year's World Cup. Meanwhile, Republic of Ireland wing-back Matt Doherty looks set to join Atletico Madrid on loan from Tottenham this evening. Manchester United are in talks with Bayern Munich to sign Marcel Sabitzer on loan. United are without Christian Eriksen until April due to an ankle injury. Arsenal are on the verge of completing the £10 million signing of Jorginho from Chelsea, while Chelsea's Hakim Ziyech is due to complete a loan move to Paris Saint-Germain. João Cancelo has completed his loan move from Manchester City to Bayern Munich. Former Republic of Ireland under-21 midfielder Gavin Kilkenny has joined Charlton on loan from Bournemouth. And Newcastle will look to secure a first Carabao Cup final appearance in 47 years tonight. They take a 1-0 lead into the second leg of their semi-final with Southampton at St James's Park. A trip to Leicester is the card for Birmingham and Blackburn, who meet tonight at St Andrews in an FA Cup fourth round replay. And finally, in tennis, Novak Djokovic will be allowed to compete on US soil from May. The men's world number one was forced to miss last year's US Open as he remains unvaccinated against COVID-19. However, it's been confirmed that the United States will lift its COVID emergency measures on May 11th. Djokovic will still miss the Miami Open and Indian Wells in March.
Trending Tuesday.
Now we take a look at the latest social media trend. With the mock exams starting this week, studyclicks.ie have become a favourite on TikTok, but also giving students some comic relief. They've released a 2-part video where we see impressions of the different types of secondary school teachers in Ireland. First up, with his hair spiked and his popped collar, is the lad teacher.
Right, lads, how are we? So I'll have a good weekend, yeah? Yeah, I had a very good one. Oh, God. Sinead. No, just a lot of fake tan. No, don't worry about it, honestly. No, it's very oompa loompa chic. I like it, yeah. Okay. Tom, how are you? You ready for the game later? Yeah? No, it's a huge one. You keep it up with the cardio. Good man, good man. Sorry, girls. We're talking rugby here. So if you could just... Thank you. Okay. What were we doing last week, anyway? The Quran. Oh, okay, yeah, that's grand.
It's not hard to guess what Moon Tour is up next.
Díomh Fáistí, Conas Atáshiv. I think we should start talking a little bit more Askelgas around. I was thinking about it there. And so I thought we'd just go around the room. And we'll start with you, Sarah. Katarina Egandera Shaktana Shikacha.
Then finally storming into the room and slamming down the equation-filled notepad is, of course, the maths teacher.
Now, how are we? Everybody shut up, come on, we've only got a few weeks to the mocks and we've still got 90% of the course to cover. If we could just get down to business, we don't have time to be jibber-jabbering.
One student took to the comments and said, I love the lad teacher. He's like one of the teachers that's getting all the gossip, but also teaching too. While another student added, the maths one is so true because we still have 10 chapters in Junior Cert higher level to cover and we have mocks this week. So if you're a secondary school teacher, you may want to pop onto the StudyClicks page on TikTok to see what kind of teacher you might be. For more trends like this, follow our socials at Beat 102 103.
Beat weather with Electro City. Whatever the weather, you'll love a visit to Electro City with our fantastic range, great deals and friendly staff. Electro City, Carlow and Kilkenny, and online electrocity.ie.
A mix of clear spells and cloud tonight with isolated showers, lowest temperatures of 3 to 6 degrees. I'm Jess, that's all.
With Megan O'Regan Byrne.
Hello, happy Tuesday. It is the last day of January. Like, at long last. What a long month it has been. And tomorrow we're into February and I cannot wait. Fresh new start, new month and all that jazz. But it is time to count down the top 7 biggest tunes in the South East. For 2 nights in a row, Irish singer-songwriter Kenda Crow has made it to number 1. Will he do it? If for 3 nights. Let's find out. In at number 7 tonight, it's the Kid Laroi with his brand new song, Love Again.
This is Beat.